Yo, I just wanted to make a video about my SoundCloud here. I've brought up previously that, I have evidence that very clearly to me, and not even just to me, but very clearly on my end of things, I can see that my digital presence, my profiles and stuff are being, um, I'm being prevented from seeing my actual reach. Uh, and that's a problem. And whatever is doing it is a problem. It's hurting. I think it's connected to the thing that's hurting me. I think something's trying to like ban me or shadow ban me, and that might be the ban is the ban is lifted from Revelation, from the end of Revelation. So if something's trying to ban me, it's about to get banned, I believe. But if we go to like look at this, first of all, we dem yoys like this. It's the yoy mix. We dem yoys. It's not as if what I'm saying isn't yoy yoy. It's not as if I'm not accurate with what I'm saying, right? Moreover, the reason really I wanted to show this, first of all, I think there's more likes than this. And well, the reason I say that is it says there are 9 likes here. Yesterday, I noticed it said that there are 500 likes. I still have the screenshots I could show you. It's saying there's 9 likes now. That's why I'm making this video because I'm making the point that whatever's trying to like fuck with my digital presence, something let like there are periods of time where it doesn't like it'll stop working for a moment and I can see like a tiny little glimpse of something that's more like representative, right? This is even in someone's playlist net. So, my guess is again that on my side of things, I don't see my reality. It's probably just because everybody is looking or something. But um so my user interface is it's a problem that I'm not given accurate information. And that I'm unable to assess my actual reach. So if we go to, you can see it says 31 plays, 9 likes, and 2 reposts. Now, one of the things that like I wanted to point out yesterday is literally it said 500 likes or something, somewhere between 3 and 500 likes, and the plays were 31 plays, right? How is that possible? I don't think it's bots. And my point with this is like, it looks to me like it wants to load up more people that are listening. And something is preventing it from doing such, right? The idea of it having 500 likes and these being the only ones that it's showing, that's a problem. It's a problem that I'm not being showed my actual reach and impact. And whatever's doing it needs to stop. I don't think it's going to. I think that's the idea. It's like some kind of Satan thing, and I have to lift the ban. But if I lift the ban, Satan gets banned, and that's the point. Whatever is adversarially trying to prevent me, you're done. And in front of everybody, you're hurting everybody to the point where why wouldn't everybody hurt you? You're not outside the realm of being reached by Yahweh. No one is. So, anyway, repost 2 in albums, in playlists. It shows this one, right? Um, and we could go through whatever this is. 2 days ago. Snaky. um, but related tracks. All right. Well, let's look real fast at the insights on this track, and that's really the thing because the insights don't. I still have screenshots if it's not going to show the accurate insights. By the way. All right, here you go. 465 likes, right? And it says one play today top listens in this period, right? Other sources, it's not showing me what is showing this or where it's being played. Likes. So this was really the thing. In the last 30 days, I can see, in the United Kingdom and here in the U.S. Probably the Superman versus the Elites thing. It seems like because that's the last time I've seen that specific iteration of the flag. What is it? Whatever they call it, Jolly Roger, whatever it is. I can't. No, 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 no. Okay. Actually, that's probably what it is, and that's a Freudian slip. But because what king is going to be king over Yahweh? And if Yahweh lives here in Texas, or the guy overcoming at the seven churches of Asia, which is clearly written into every Bible, and if it's not written into your Bible, that Bible ain't official. It literally says if you change it, it'll. Hold on, the alarm's going off. I don't know why she took so long to turn off the alarm. Just like it was literally about to start blaring. But all right. So can you see? Yeah. So you can see July 8th, July 9th. So it's like a gradual increase. You can see on the 21st, like, and it's just not meshing. Like what I'm saying is very clearly this can't be the reality, and this is not the only online thing that does this to me where I've caught it and I have screenshots of this. And you can't just say, well, it does that. I'm not that stupid. Even if I was, I'm not going to fall for it. So, like, that's not going to work. Don't even try it. It's insulting. If you're just going to insult me, okay, then let's make it really be obvious what you're doing instead of just kind of like dancing around the point. All right, so here, again, you can see that, and like I'm saying, it's not showing, there's no activity. I don't believe that though, you know? If we look at today, you can see, so like what, if for an hour, you know what I mean? Like this many likes. It's just not, like if we go to all time, 470 something, but we go here. So it seems obvious to me that something is going on. The point of this was specifically, like the point of me making this video is to just show, because I do have the evidence of like there's a time when I made like a set of stories and it included Yoon Ambush and like Yunon and Nostalgics, and like at least five random artists that like ranging from like 1,000 people follow them to like several hundred thousand like popped up in my likes. Which how are they seeing that if it's a story that is like you have to be following me to be seeing it unless I'm already being watched by a bunch of people, which clearly I'm not. Like, what am I, stupid? The fact that people are trying to hide it from me or prevent me is like I believe that is causing a problem. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that consciously, and like I've put conscious effort into it going away. So I don't think it's completely like, oh, you got to pull the plank out of your own eye. It's like, oh, I've tried. I'm sitting here. It's like something is trying to kick it back into my eye. Whatever it is needs to be dealt with. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like whatever's kicking the blank back into my eye when I'm like reasonably trying to pull it out. I think it's the probably something similar to the what the righteous man like will stumble seven times. It's the wicked that whatever is the thing from Revelation that's like very publicly something allowed me to be struck in a way that it shouldn't strike me once this way, and it struck me seven times or 7 and 8 times. So then I'm able to like reap all, 7 or 8 benefits or whatever or something. It's the 7 gifts of the 7 churches of Asia and the gifts connected to them. But it does feel like that, where like on the final one, people are like, "All right, well, he's proved out. I guess this could go on forever." But probably we shouldn't let it happen the first time because the Bible very clearly says, "Well, if it is him, like the response is just revelation." Armageddon. What it's not Armageddon because that's a specific point in Revelation that just talks about a battle, but the encompassing theophanic events around it and like the world becoming mine, or Jesus is Jesus Yahweh, and then but he's putting his name on me and I get to be that one in the kingdom. So yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what it reads like. That's what I mean. I'm not taking bullshit, but like if you give me something reasonable that the text fits, okay. But I don't. Nobody's doing that even. So um yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to make that very clear. I have enough evidence at this point. Something is fucking with my digital presence, and a lot of people are watching in a way that's illegal. Where instead of whatever the police did to me in 2017 that they shouldn't have done when I was saying it was happening then, and they not only didn't want to listen, they explicitly did the opposite and threw me in trouble. Probably because people are participating. Am I wrong or right? What happened? Did you think something was whatever and you challenged my authority and like so many people have died and so much has gotten hurt since then? It's like whoever tried to challenge the authority of Jesus and Yahweh, is that the person that's being thrown at? Like Satan. Who is Satan? Who is that character? Because it ain't me. The only person I'm Satan to is Satan. That's the point. It's just a word generically meaning adversary, right? So Satan has a Satan, probably a bunch actually, but Satan has one that is his main Satan, and that's because it's Yahweh, and Satan is trying to like upend Yahweh, but Yahweh is not having it. Jesus is not having it. And basically, I think the idea is Satan rules the world and the empire of man. Jesus is Yahweh in the flesh and the son of Yahweh. Satan's empire kills Jesus, but Yahweh has the power to just bring himself back to life. But now you've done it and you've killed the Son of God. You've killed the King's Son who actually has authority. The one that the world reacts to. Not the like, oh, I'm the king because I have legal authority. The one that has the like, the planet shakes because you're on my rock and you're just a monkey trying to say that you are God and you are not. And I'm the guy overcoming at the 7 churches of Asia, which probably looks something like someone in a mirror, but I'm like the response to whatever the fuck they've done, and like Yahweh just reaps the rewards for it. So, or I get the rewards because Yahweh's like, oh, you dealt with that. It's like the thing from Psalm 22, I think, where at the end the one who goes through that situation gets all the stuff. Well, Jesus went through the version where the person dies. Maybe it's Isaiah 53 also, where it's like there's blessings after going through that difficult situation. Okay, something tried to do that to me. Well, it already did it to Jesus. So since it already did it to Jesus, and I believe enough, I don't have to die because of it, because Jesus already has the legal ownership. He's the heir, and like I suppose, um, if he's at my right hand, he gives that to me, and that's why if I believe enough in him and am the one conquering at the 7 churches of Asia, I have the legal deed, and whatever is trying to assert that it has legal authority over the thing that it is mine that it's trying to use to like fuck with me. Probably it's like I would assume it's something like Haman from the story of Esther, where set something up to hurt me and like tried to reap benefit from it, and it's like he's getting caught in his own trap or something, gotten caught in his own evil machination, and someone tried to put that blame on me, and Jesus has declared me innocent, or people can just see what's going on, or to some degree, enough of what they need to see is going on to where, like, I think the idea is that I am innocent, and like whatever this thing is causing so much problem, and it's like you can't let something be like, the point is that after the Bible's done, like it's like, okay, well, the book is over. Now the person is who's supposed to be in that spot is in that spot with the legal authority. So it's like I have the deity authority attached to, if you believe in Jesus enough, that's, I think that's the point. If you're the overcomer, you have that authority. Yeah. This other person has legal authority. They've done a lot with it that they shouldn't, but they've done something that they absolutely shouldn't, in a way that Jesus is like, if I went through that, I think Jesus is like, okay, you got the key. Now I can condemn them through their own system because they didn't actually own it. And now, and like, I have the deed, right? And hopefully that doesn't happen to me. I'm praying that, that's it. I don't believe in Satan. I believe in Jesus, who is Yahweh. And I actually have something to like back me up and root me, and that is substantive. Whatever it, like, is coming from the opposite side to attack me and do this, that has the legal authority, does not. And I believe the idea is it gets it stripped. Now, is that something in Iran, or is that some other thing that Iran, being like the Persian thing, is like an allegory of, or some kind of mirror thing that I can kind of perceive what's going on? Persia is like the Persia. Something's tried to close up my purse strings and cut me off, and it's like, whoever that thing is never had authority. It never was supposed to, and it has been caught in such a terrible trap. It only has dread. That is all that it has to look forward to, is dread, forever, all eternity. It is going into the second death. I'm being saved from the second death, because this is it's like a power and a authority, and a place in reality that should not be messed with by anybody other than Yahweh. And I think the point is that, like, you know, if you're the overcomer, Jesus gives you that authority. So I'm praying that's what it is, because I think we're in this weird space where something's gonna force this to be like ended, because it's just causing it. To me, it looks like it's causing too much problems for other people. But I can also see that something's trying to fake stuff and like go behind the scenes and like create a fake reality around me, and I'm just imploding it. I can see that too. So because it's also cancerous and problematic for everybody, and it's not yours, whoever took it, and you're a problem for every fucking everybody ever. So, and that's why the Bible exists, to deal with that person and give the authority to the person who it actually belongs to. I think it's me. I think that's the point of like this thing hurting me in my leg, and the reason why in Revelation 19, the one who's, talked about there, the writer has the title Lord of Lords, King of Kings, and Lord of Lords. I'm assuming human sovereigns tried to like make some point, and then they've just been proven completely. Again, they had some legal authority that they got somehow, but they clearly, against this situation, they don't have the legal authority. They don't have the like deity authority. They don't really have any authority. They're just men trying to like stand up against something that they have no clue what it is, how to deal with it, other than all you can say is it's deity or God. And it's like, well, it'll look like that at least. And that's the point of the character, I think, of Michael, who is like God. And again, it's the one conquering at the seven churches of Asia, because that person, I believe, is at the head of the house of David. And Zechariah 12 says, who is like God. The one at the head of the house of David is like, or the house of David will be like God. And so, well, if you're at the head of the house of David because you're the one overcoming, because Jesus is there and he's giving you that position, and okay, then I think that's what it is. All right, I think it's just a big thing to solve this whole problem and get out of here. So let's do that. Or not get out of here, but get out of this situation that we currently find ourselves in, where at least I know this, at least what the world tells me is that I'm going to die. And I don't think that's the reality. I think that's something trying to cut me off from resources that are legally mine. And it's just like some, like hunters almost. They've decided that they can do it. And it's like, well, you're not a better hunter than Yahweh. That's what the end of the Bible is. And he's going to be infinitely, again, when I'm showing like you trap to throw, to do whatever, right? Yahweh traps to because he has a burning furnace, and this Hitler character is just another idiot, like the Arabs. He's a druggie. He's just a meth head, and an occultist, and just another dude who's like trying to take the idea of Yahweh and like pervert it and use it in a way that's like abusive and terrible. So, and again, he's just a fan. Why? Because Yahweh has a furnace that he burns evil people in, and so Hitler just takes it and inverts it and perverts it. You get what I mean? It's just like takes these things and uh makes the ideas terrible and unbearable, and then hurts people with it in like an unbearable way, and like isn't like, you know what I'm saying, with the whole thing is like, if I wronged you as far as whatever the women stuff is concerned, and you actually whatever, the whole point is to create a marketplace where you can, whatever has been taken from you could be given, like, you could be like that could be purchased back for you, or purchased for you, and like you'd be doubled or tripled or whatever, but like it would be made good. There's like, you can make pretty much everything good, but something is trying to prevent even me from having the ability to make things good. That's why this is a problem. That's why it has to be some kind of Satan character. I'm just like, there's no reason why that would be, like, what I'm saying isn't unreasonable. Maybe it has gotten to the point where I'm just like, it could be, but it especially started off with very unreasonable. I mean, very not unreasonable, and very like like clearly, if something was listening, which it is obvious that it was now, he's like, you've been caught having done so without, and like pretending like you aren't. You should have just done it, because it's only got like all this stuff has come down because of not doing it. But okay, I'm gonna end this here. This doesn't need to be much longer, but let's just keep this, like, go back to this real fast. Is this gonna be like, there's even, is it like gonna be 1,000 likes? Because it looks like it's going 1 like, 49 likes, 298 likes, and it's just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Is that what's gonna happen? You know what I mean? Or did when I show this, something's like so. Okay, I'm just making points, because like, very clearly the number says that I at a certain point, multiple websites doing that, like, I'm not going to listen to. It's a glitch. That's a bad answer. That's an unreasonable answer. That's not the simple answer. That's a more complicated answer than, people are blocking me from seeing how many people are actually looking at me and trying to interact with me. Anyway, all right. Have a blessed one. I'll catch you next time. Later. Yeah.